Hello everyone, I'm Mohsen and I'm back with the second video of Android app development course. Here in this video, I'm going to talk about native app development, cross-platform app development, and the differences between these two. And after that, I'm going to talk about the programming languages that you can use to build Android applications. So if you are ready, let's get started. But please remember to subscribe the channel and hit the bell button to be aware about new videos. Thank you. There are two main methods for Android app development: native app development and cross-platform app development. Let's see what is the differences between these two. I will start with native app development. Native app development refers to building a mobile app exclusively for a single platform. The app is built with programming languages and tools that are specific to a single platform. For example, you can develop a native Android app with Java or Kotlin, and you can choose Swift or Objective-C for iOS apps. But cross-platform development points to the process of creating an app that can work on several platforms. This is done by using tools like React Native, Xamarin, and Flutter, where the created app can be deployed on both Android and iOS devices. In a simple word, if you want to have access to both Android and iOS market by creating native apps, you have to build two completely separated applications and upload one of them in iOS market and the other one in the Android market. But if you are using cross app development, by creating one app, you can upload it in both markets and it can be deployed and installed on both Android and iOS devices. Let's get more to the details. Pros and cons of native app development. First of all, board functionality. That means you'll have access to every API and tool provided by the platform that you are working on. Technically, there are no limits on how the programmers could work with the new app. You may ask, what is an API? API means Application Programming Interface. Let me give you an example. Consider you want to build an application like Uber. These kind of applications are using map. Do you think you have to draw map by yourself, all of the maps? No way. The company of Google is providing an API named Google API, which is contain all of the maps and all of the facilities that you need to use the map. And you can use it easily to have the map and all of its functions on your application. Better store support. A native app is easier to be published and usually ranked higher on the platforms because it delivers better performance and speed. Increase scalability. Apps built for native environments also tend to be more scalable thanks to the flexibility in resources and the array of tools available. High performance and great UX. The direct interaction between the code and the underlying resources results in a higher performance. Also, native apps generally have a better UX. But native app development has some cons as well. First of all, it is costly. As I mentioned, if you want to have access to both markets, you have to build two applications. So at least you need a duplicated budget and time consuming. this is also clear. When you have to build two separated applications, you have to spend duplicated time on the applications as well. Now let's check out cross-platform app development. First of all, it's less costly because you have to build one application only, and faster development, single code base, as I explained it before. By writing a single code base, you can have two applications for both markets. But you will have a slower app. The need for an additional abstraction layer and rendering process makes the cross-platform app slower than its native counterpart. And you have limited functionality. Developers may have difficulty accessing smartphone functionalities like the microphone, camera, and geolocation. Limited UX. Cross-platform apps are unable to take advantage of native UX components. Okay, now let's see what you should consider before choosing which one you want to use. First of all, application complexity. If you are building an app that's just displaying information fetched from the network, cross-platform development will be a good choice for you. Consider you have a website and you want to create an application based on that website that is supposed to take the data from the website and only display it on the screen of the mobile phone. You can use cross-platform app development. But in the same case, if you want to make a native application, you have to rebuild the whole website on the mobile. The second thing that you have to care about it is the cost. And next, the deployment time. So I'm gonna explain these two together. If you don't have any limit in the budget and the time, you can use native app development. But if you want to build a simple application and you have limited budget at time, it's better to choose cross-platform app development. And the last thing that you have to care about it is UI UX. If you want an application with a great UI UX, you have to build a native app. If you want a simple designed application, you can use cross-platform app development. Let me sum up this topic and go to the next part. To sum up, if you want full access to all of the phone resources and services, if you want to build the most responsive application, you want to use the full advantage of the mobile phone's hardware, and you want to build an app that can be easily updated in the future, you have to choose native app development. And if you are ready to accept a less responsive app, and by knowing the application does not involve complex animation nor deal with complicated logic, and also by knowing that you have a short window to test an idea in the app market, you can use cross-platform app development. In this course, I will teach you how to use native app development and how to build native applications. Now let's check out programming languages. Every application that we are using has two main parts. The first part is the user interface, which is the thing that the user is seeing and working with it. and contains some widgets and everything. In the Android applications, in the native apps, we are using XML language to design this part. And the second part of the application is the core codes. To write the codes that are the connection between the layout and the hardware of the phone, we can use Java and Kotlin languages. You can use some other languages, but I'm not gonna talk about them in this course. The first applications that were built for Android devices were created by Java. Java is one of the most powerful languages that you can use to create the applications. It's very strong, but it's a bit hard. But the JetBrains company in July 2011 started the Kotlin project, and on February 2016 the Kotlin was released officially. And finally, the first Android application created by Kotlin language was released on 2017. And on 2019, Google announced that the Kotlin programming language is now its preferred language for Android app developers. Kotlin is an open source, statically typed programming language that supports both object-oriented and functional programming. Kotlin provides similar syntax and concepts from other languages, including C#, Java, and Scala, among many others. Kotlin is officially supported by Google for Android development. So Kotlin is as strong as Java, and is very powerful, and in my opinion is easier than Java. So in this course I'm gonna teach you Kotlin language. If you already have some knowledge about Java and you want to start working with Kotlin, this course will be very good for you. And if you don't know Java, don't worry, because you can manage to understand the topics of the course. But in my opinion, if you can cover both of these two languages, you're gonna be a more powerful programmer in the future. That was the end of this video. In the next video, I'm gonna talk about Android Studio and requirements and the things that you need to install Android Studio, and we will build our first project, and I will explain the different part of the project and different part of Android Studio. Thank you for your time. Remember to subscribe the channel and support me, and hit the bell button to be aware about new videos. See you in next video. Goodbye.